Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and welcome to kind of a special video. We're going to kind of be doing a couple of these for the year of DC, because it is the year of DC, and I want to talk about something that was really fun and really amazing that I was able to do this year. So for those who don't know, I went to the Fan Expo event in my hometown. There's a couple of videos of it on the YouTube as well as in our playlist for the year DC. I almost said the wrong thing there. But because of that, I was able to meet a couple of celebrities as well as get some signatures. And these bunches of videos are going to be mainly focused on the ones I was able to get signatures for and what meeting these celebrities necessarily meant and what the experience was meeting these celebrities at these conventions. So, yeah. Now, the second one is not the second one I got while I was there, but it kind of fits within the story because it is very focused on DC. So this one is focused towards Elizabeth Tulloch, a.k.a. Bitsie Tulloch, who played Lois in Superman and Lois. I love Superman and Lois. It is a phenomenal show. She is a great Lois Lane, and especially in Season 3 is when she really peaked in terms of, I think, an actress on the show and was able to carry a lot more of it. Now, initially on the panel, and I didn't know this, is that she was part of a show called Grimm, which filmed in my hometown. I guess that kind of reveals where I am relatively from. But she was on the panel with her husband, who also played Batman. That's kind of why I included him in the video and kind of wanted to get a signature as well. So I got a Batman and I got a Lois Lane. I'm like, that would be cool, which is odd because we did a lot of Batman videos this year. Anywho, so I went to the Grimm panel, and from there, Bitsie Tulloch and her husband, who I am forgetting the name of, were very fun to listen to and very great to talk. They were very just funny and great. There's a great story she told about how she met him on Grimm, and they actually worked on a movie together beforehand, which I need to watch. It's on Tubi, by the way. But they found out they were in love when she was trying to set him up with one of her friends, which is really funny. And also about how he directed the really emotional episode of Superman and Lois, where we get the death of Sam Lane, about how he was basically the Nepo baby to her, and that was just really great. I could really sense the love and compassion. Bitsie was a fantastic storyteller, which was great, and she really seemed to care about her crew. As based on what she said, she was like, I was there trying to make sure the crew were done early or they were able to finish with the X amount of time, which sounds phenomenal. She also moderated the Superman panel, which I will talk about more in another video in a second. But she was surrounded with 4 other Superman actors. 2 of them had to cancel. Brandon Routh and Tim Daly had to cancel. But she was moderating with Superman actors Dean Cain, Tom Welling. I make sure to say Tom, not Todd, even though I want to say Todd Welling. George Newbern and Tyler Holenlich, 2 of my favorite Superman actors. And also because she was able to work off of Tyler. Now, I think they have great chemistry, and she really did work well as a moderator. She was really fun and really knew how to keep the energy going. She told a fantastic story about how Tyler would play a bunch of jokes on her. One of them was about one time there's a scene when Bizarro is eating like these fake rats, and what had happened is he took one of those fake rats that they had built, and he left it on the set. And Bitsie, who's afraid of rats, saw it, and because Tyler was also filming it, and she threw her special, delicious croissant sandwich. I had to think of the name for a second because I really don't like the sandwich that she talked about. But she threw it at them, and she was very animated during the whole thing. Like, she would sit up and crawl because she was like afraid of rats. She seemed like a wonderful and fantastic person and really funny, even though she almost got in trouble with mentioning her husband. Now, I went to go see Bitsie on the first day because I was leaving the convention after Christopher Lloyd's panel, and I was like, you know what? She's not charging a whole lot. I really like her in it, and I went up. And I didn't realize she was as expensive as she was, but I went to go get it. Of the group, of the pictures that they had one picture in particular that had her with onomatopoeia on it. And no one else had chosen. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to choose that one. So I chose that one and went to Bitsie, and she said, oh, my goodness, someone chose my favorite photo. I'm like, oh, she mentioned it was done by an artist, and I do apologize that I forgot to take note of who did so I can give them special credit. But she was there, and I asked her about Grimm. She said watch it, so I have that permanently record in my brain now. Thank you, Bitsie. But I also had mentioned how she was great in it, and it was her for best acting, and she really liked that. And then she went to go shake my hand. That's when I dropped the phone. I had to go pick it up. The way that she wanted me to shake her hand, which I think maybe has ruined my, not necessarily my opinion or the fantasy of what type of person she is, because she seemed very just like the average person. And she did go to Harvard and all that. She did this kind of wet fish, kind of queen type thing. And I don't know how to shake with that. And she's like, pleasure to meet you. And then I went to shake. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But she seemed really knowledgeable. And she was with someone beforehand and she knew how Tyler signed stuff. And she was like, oh, I know how Tyler does this, so I'm going to do this column to Tyler. She seemed really well known. And she seems to be really in support of the fans and communities. But I don't know how I felt about that way she shook hands. Maybe just because she was sitting down. But it kind of raised a bit more questions in my head of how much of this is an act. So, yeah. This type of content because we have 2 more videos of this planned as part of the year DC. At the moment, we could always do more. You never know. But if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe because it's the year of DC and we have a whole lot more content planned down the line, including 2 more of these. I can't believe I'm keep on pandering that. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time with more exciting content. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.